For me, the Congo is a country as rich in stories as it is in diamonds, gold, and mystery. Nothing helps me focus on that as much as a ride down the mighty Congo River in a boat hewn out of the trunk of a cypress tree. While cruising down the chocolate brown waters, I don't just see the spirit of the Congo, I become a part of it and its winding current. Unfortunately, a big part of that current is the legacy of war. An alphabet soup of rebel groups, ethnic militias, and foreign fighters from Rwanda, Uganda, and Sudan. They're all clashing over Congo's enormous resources, diamonds, gold, and coltan, a metal used in cellular phones. And some of the most unfortunate victims of this cauldron of violence have been children, forced or recruited by all sides to support their armies or become actual fighters. This boy, Pascal, spent 2 years with a fierce militia called the Mai Mai. Before his 15th birthday, he had already killed 2 men from a rival group. Now he's part of the International Rescue Committee's reunification program, working as a carpenter's apprentice for his uncle.
After the reunification with the family, we need to ensure some kind of revenue to those families who are the most poor. And one of the ways is to help these children to have some expertise, some capacities that could become a work and then...
So they can earn some income to help the family.
Absolutely.
I go with Andrea and his staff to a different part of town to visit another boy, Paulin. The former child soldier had been kidnapped by Uganda-backed rebels while on his way to school. With help from the IRC, he was recently reunited with his family.
Ça vous le vendez, c'est mieux. Il faut faire nourrir 16 personnes ici, hein? Voilà.
But the reunification process can be long and difficult, and as in the case of 13-year-old Antoine, there's no guarantee of success. After being freed from an ethnic militia, the IRC tracked down Antoine's extended family. They were very happy to see him and everything seemed fine, but when the IRC followed up a month later, things had changed.
Sometimes it's too difficult for the family to feed them. It's impossible to feed them. So for them it becomes impossible to accept another person in the family.
Antoine's scars are more than clues. They're a map of his life. The burn on his hand came as a punishment from an aunt who was raising him. It was this that prompted him to run away into the forest and join the militia. They gave him a little training, and then they armed him with a rifle almost as tall as him. He says he didn't even know why he was fighting, he was just told to do it. The scar on Antoine's forearm is a bullet wound after a member of his own militia shot him. The soldier was using drugs and wanted to kill him. Fortunately, the bullet just grazed his arm. At that point, Antoine decided to leave the militia, but until he received help from the IRC, he had to stay, because it was the only way he knew how to survive. Now, even though the IRC is trying to find another family member to take him in, Antoine's thinking about returning to the militia.
Tu vois? Voilà, c'est ça le résultat. Rentrer là, ça veut dire encore faire ça, hein? T'as perdu des amis, toi, non? Ouais? Je te rappelle quand on te dit, à Bougne, qu'on allait partir à Kisangani, on est arrivé à Kisangani. Petit à petit, on trouvera quelqu'un qui te prend à la maison. Hein? Hein?
Children aren't the only victims of violence in eastern Congo. Embedded in the richness of the surrounding mountains are the armies, militias, and rebel forces that plunder the Congo's wealth, and in the process, systematically rape and murder the local population. The women are afraid to sleep in their homes, so they hide among the banana trees, while rebels carrying torches come down from the hillsides looking for them. For many of the women, the only hope in the aftermath of these assaults is the comfort from hundreds of others just like them, women victimized by the armed groups camping near their communities.
To take back the munitions to have them go back to Rwanda. If peace is restored, nobody will outside. No woman will be burnt in her house. All the children will go to school. There won't be any hunger anymore.
Seko vita ya Kabila ilianzaka, bale basoda bebatoka Rwanda bakashuka, mukushuka mie balimkuta mu nyumba, bakaingia bakabomola mulango na njoo tunajifungia mu nyumba na watoto wawili, bakakutana papa bakamfunga mkanda, bo bakanindalisha, wa kwanza akakuya kaniingia hapo, wa pili nakakuya, wa tatu baka bote bakanipita kwa gisi liko sita. Ndio wakakamata papa bakamupiga piga. Mbose balimaliza kamata papa bakamupiga piga bakatuwia watoto wawili. Bakakamata nyumba bakatia kwa alimaiti nyumba yote kabungu.
This horrible rape alone would be enough to cause a lifetime of pain and emotional trauma. But 7 years later, Serapina is attacked again.
Tena vita Laurent Nkunda nawe tena kaangukia tena. Baka nikutana sasa kwa tulikimbiliaka tulikuwa mkashite ya mwezi mporo.
Okay.
Baka waka papa yeye. Mboki sasa aliwaka papa umwaka nifunga mikono kumu. Naye akanikamata. Papa alishakufa bakamukata mikono. Ndio wakafanya naambia sasa kama sikule ile nyama na mimi batania. Bale basoda bakingali tu kumapori kule wale wanajifichika baisha katala toka biko na kia tena wanaingililia watu mnyumba maana vita isha kila mwisho wa mwezi wanakuja balikia hii mwezi ya 8 basoda kutuchunga kwa sababu na sikia banakuya sasa banasikia bonjo biko na mabunduki za nguvu nabo bana